turn the party out. I'm about to wreck your body as they turn the party out. I'm about to wreck your body as they turn the party out. I'm about to wreck your body as they turn the party out. I'm about to wreck your body as they turn the party out. I'm about to wreck your body as they turn the party out. I'm about to wreck your body as they turn the party out.
Yo, special girl, real good girl. Biggest thing in my itty bitty world. Call her up and she made me feel right. Wish the bliss could never take flight. Sitting back with this mic in my hand. Spitting hot shit, trying to see grand. Imprinted on my mind every minute. Make my plans and you always in it, yo. It's such a vibrant thing. Vibrant thing, a vibrant thing. And even though we both fly, give each other space and not the evil eye. Acting like grown-ups, don't even try to hide cause the spot blown up. Girlfriend telling you she wanna see. I say I don't know, but you say gladly. And when we both do it, we go on and on and on and on and on and sweeter than Ben and Jerry. Can I rhyme? Well, you know I get mine. Sitting around in my abstract car. This abstract thing going abstract far, yo. It's such a vibrant thing. Vibrant thing, a vibrant thing. Yo, it's such a vibrant thing. Vibrant thing, a vibrant thing. Check it, yo, check it, yo, check it, look at me, yo, it's such a vibrant thing. Vibrant thing, a vibrant thing. Yo, check it, look at me, check it, look at yo, check it, yo, it's such a vibrant thing. Vibrant,
Hello everyone and welcome to the 2024 LuminaX Demo Night. My name is Ariana Margetts and I'm so excited to welcome over 250 of you here to Miami Marquetta tonight to celebrate innovation and entrepreneurship on the Gold Coast. Now, on behalf of our team, I would like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of where we meet tonight, the Kumameri people of the Bundjalung and Yugambeh nations, and pay our respects to elders, those that are with us and those that watch over us. We recognise that these lands have always been lands of creativity, innovation and storytelling, and that Indigenous Australians were the first entrepreneurs and scientists in this country. Now, nights like these don't happen by chance, and communities like this don't build themselves. I'm so proud to be part of the CoSpaces team who have been building LuminaX since 2019, this year led by Dren and Georgia, as well as some amazing mentors and coaches. Now, tonight wouldn't be possible without the ongoing support of some incredible partners. We have the Queensland Government through Economic Development Queensland, who have been our OG supporters since day one. We have the City of Gold Coast, represented here very well tonight by Councillor Naomi Fowler, Councillor Nick Marshall and Councillor Glenn Tozer. Thank you for being here. We have QIC, who have been instrumental this year in helping our founders connect with capital pathways through the new VDCF program. We welcome Griffith University, and this year tonight we will see Griffith's clinical research highlighted on stage with one of our teams. We have IntelliHQ, who are represented by Kelvin and also Brent Richards in the crowd. And also, you can't run a health program without the support of the health industry. So we're very excited to have our partners Marta here tonight, who share our vision to support a really innovative healthcare system through new products and technologies. Now, without further ado, I would like to welcome Michael Bucknell from Economic Development Queensland to say a few words on behalf of EDQ. Please join me in making him welcome.
Thanks, Ariana. I didn't get to make it here last year. This place is absolutely nuts. It's great. Firstly, good evening, everyone. I'd also like to acknowledge the traditional owners on the land on which we gather and pay my respects to elders past, present and emerging, and honour their sacred and continued cultural connections with their lands and waters. Now, my name is Michael Bucknell and it's my pleasure to be here tonight representing the big team at Economic Development Queensland, or EDQ as we are commonly known. I'm also thrilled to join you in celebrating the 2024 LuminaX Demo Night, the most anticipated night on the cohort and co-spaces calendar, potentially mine as well. And this event marks the culmination of 14 weeks of hard work from some of Australia's top entrepreneurs and startups on an accelerated learning journey. Now, the cohort innovation space, which we opened in 2019, is EDQ's highly successful innovation and co-working space within our Lumina development at the Gold Coast Health and Knowledge Precinct. These will warn me of this, trying to turn pages with the microphone. By working closely with Dren, Ben, Ariana and the wonderful Co-Spaces team, and leveraging the infrastructure and partners in our precinct, we champion an ecosystem that fosters innovation and bolsters knowledge-based jobs, strengthening and diversifying the Gold Coast economy. The Queensland Government has invested nearly $5 billion in the infrastructure and institutions that created the Gold Coast Health and Knowledge Precinct, and an additional $5 million through EDQ in cohort, providing home to more than 330 occupants and 115 companies. We're committed to supporting initiatives like the LuminaX HealthTech Accelerator, recognising the critical role in advancing Queensland's healthcare landscape. That's right, this will be brief. The main show's to come, I'm sure. The collaboration between the Queensland Government, EDQ and private enterprise is at the heart of cohort success, demonstrating how partnerships can create future jobs in the health and knowledge sector. Together, we are transforming Australia's leading lifestyle city by creating an environment where health and knowledge businesses can cluster and grow. As we watch the presentations of these 11 trailblazing entrepreneurs tonight, I invite you to envision the groundbreaking innovations in health, technology, and artificial intelligence emerging from this year's cohort. The LuminaX Night offers a glimpse of future innovation, showcasing the game changers that we have here and the pioneers who are shaping industry and transforming and saving lives. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Michael, and the broader EDQ team that have joined us as well down the M1. Now, I'd like to introduce our next speaker, who is Councillor Nick Marshall. Please join me in making him welcome.
All right, thank you, and welcome, I guess, to the LuminaX Demo Night. I used to get invited to these functions in a slightly former life to actually present some things that I'd created. I was never good enough to make this stage, unfortunately, but I created an inclusive nipper program, which was the first of its kind, and allowed people with a disability to do nippers. And that then spawned into a Griffith University pilot, which is actually running. I see I have some Griffith sort of colleagues here as well. For those with an intellectual impairment to be able to go to university and learn with their peers. Sadly, Bart, I'm not here to talk about that tonight. I'm good pitch. Never got a chance. But sadly, I'm here as that stinky, sad, I guess free food, hungry, local councillor that just wants you to vote for me in 3 3/4 years' time. But in all honesty, look, tonight's going to be a fantastic night. You're going to hear from 3 incredible entrepreneurs who are pioneering that health tech space. They're taking their ideas, their passion, and I guess employing innovation to sort of pioneer areas and solve problems that our local community has, not just our local community, but the communities, all across the country, in fact, the world. And we're hearing from people that are going to, I guess, push the boundaries of what we think is possible and not possible. One of the things, and I'm proud to say as a Gold Coast representative for the City Council, is we're really proud to support this event. Our gross regional product has improved by 50% in the last decade, and largely that's become because of our strength in health, and not just in drawing, I guess, innovative health minds and skill sets to the Gold Coast, but also that investment money in I guess, our health tech world. So we are going to hear from some incredible people. I wish those that are pitching the very best of luck. This is your time to shine, and I guess you're not just here to pitch for money and to win, but to, I guess, shape that very Gold Coast innovation and fighting spirit that we can make a change and make a difference. I once had dreams of making a difference and making a change. Sadly now, that is just happening one pothole and barking dog at a time. So I'll be back in 3 3/4 years for your vote, so best of luck to everyone tonight.
Thanks so much, Nick. And if we've got any time left at the end, we'll get back in. Now, I'm going to invite my colleague up to talk about the program and a bit of the success of the program and set the scene for tonight and what will be from now. So it's my absolute pleasure to welcome my colleague, someone that you all know and love. Please join me in welcoming Dren.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you all for being tonight. This is our 4th year of the demo night that's happening here on the Gold Coast, and showcasing some of the best startups in Australia in health tech. So growing the program in the past years have been an amazing achievement, but it's not a one-team game. It has been involving around 100 people that deliver this program. So thank you all so much. The main advantage of the accelerator is the people. Again, the one that generously contribute all the energy to help startups such as those that are here tonight. Over 3 months on the accelerator, we have delivered around 20 workshops, about 400 hours of mentoring sessions and coaching, and a lot of supports, connection, access to funding, and investors. So to all the people here, thank you so much. We appreciate what you do, and in behalf of all the founders, we really, really love you. So thank you so much. So in order to show why a program such as this is important, I want to tell you a story about Nick. So Nick Ralph from Thermal Armor, he was sitting like right here last time on the demo night, and he was pitching his startup. So basically Nick, when he came in, he had some fancy slides, but a great vision, a novel solution on the back. And he was, at that time, studying the hypothermia. So basically, he developed this wearable patient warming that can save lives. So again, to show the difference that programs or connections or people that are involved here do, I want to show you, just fast forward a year, what he has achieved. So Nick, over less than a year, he has successfully tested Arctic warfare capabilities with European militaries that will help lives. Has contracted a $6 million contract with, which is in the next 3 years, which for an early stage startup, that's a big deal. Signed a distribution agreement, again, finalized clinical trials and with 6 hospitals around Australia. And again, not winning, but getting an investment of $1 million at such a pre-seed stage, it's an unbelievable achievement. So Nick is there, probably somewhere on the back, I can't see. So look for him and get more information on how it's going. So while I'm pitching a startup, so thank you, Nick. So like Nick, these are some of the alumni that we worked in the past 3 years. So this is our 4th year. We had 31 startups, and they've raised over $40 million. So for the pre-seed stage, very early stage, it's really important to get those early prove your concepts and traction and what you need just to achieve your vision, what you have. So we're really, really proud of all the achievement they've done. In order to further support that, we're just launching our own syndicate, which is a community of investment syndicate for those that want to support startups such as Thermal Armor or the ones that are pitching tonight. So if you want to join, just scan this QR code or just have a chat later with me, and I can show you how this works. Tonight, it's all about the 11 startups, and I'm so proud that the remarkable progress they've made. You can't believe the day one and this today, so really, really proud of every single one. So the format is pretty simple. It will be 3 minutes of a pitch, and our amazing coaches, which I have to mention that they've been involved working with them for 3 months, and that's Sylvia, Kelvin, Tim, and Nick. Thank you guys for all the help you've done. Without further delay, I'm going to invite our first pitch for tonight, and that's Biospine.
Hey, oh, let's go. Hey, oh, let's go. Hey, oh, let's go. Hey, oh, let's go.
Hi everyone, I'm Claudio from Biospine. This is my friend and co-founder Dinesh in 2008. I've never known him when he was able to walk, and that's because 14 years ago he had an accident that left him paralyzed for life. Dinesh is now a successful medical doctor, but like him, more than 20 million globally live with a spinal cord injury, with a new case every 30 seconds. You see, when the spinal cord is intact, the brain communicates with the muscles, sending and receiving signals continuously. The injury disrupts this communication and leaves you unable to move and to feel pain, touch, and even temperature. And that's for life. But what you may not know is that some neurons still remain intact across the injury. What if we could reprogram these neurons to become functional again? We have developed a non-invasive medical device to reprogram neurons while training in the clinic or at home. When Dinesh thinks about cycling, his brain waves are interpreted by his digital twin, which understands, simulates, and then electrically stimulates his muscles to make him move as he intended. We're also using gamified virtual reality, as you can see in this video that is not working. Here it is. To further train the brain and fully immerse the user in the therapy. Right now, our main rehabilitation modality is cycling, but our system can be easily adapted to walking. Compared to competitors, Biospine is the only product that has shown improvement across multiple domains of health. Our users improve bone density and so reduced risk of fractures. Some can now cope with hot weather, and so they can safely leave their homes in summer. These results are life-changing. Above all, 50% of our users recovered the ability to contract previously paralyzed muscles. Taken together, these results mean that if we deployed Biospine in Australia today, we would be able to save $4 billion in lifetime healthcare costs. Globally, the market for rehabilitation after spinal cord injury is $250 billion per year. And that number could grow even more if we applied Biospine to other neurological conditions, such as stroke. We are a passionate team with more than 60 years of experience and know-how in developing neurorehabilitation technologies, with Dinesh bringing his own lived experience to the team. We have a 2-year runway, patented IP, and during this time, we are going to refine our technology and strengthen our scientific evidence. Today, we are seeking a strategic partnership to help take our medical device to market. This partnership will help us establishing manufacturing and distribution, as well as securing medical accreditation. Change is here. Recovery after spinal cord injury is possible. It's possible today, and just join us and make this journey happen, and be part with us of this transformative change. Thank you.
Nailed it, Claudio. Well done. Could you share with us what your vision of success looks like? How would that look?
Thank you. Thank you very much for the question, Kelvin, and thank you so much for the past 3 months that during which you coached us. You've been very patient with us, so we really appreciate that. So, our vision: we have a device that can actually make a difference. It does work. It improves the lives of people. And we have 20 million people globally that are looking to improve their health and become better and start feeling again and contracting their muscles again. Our vision is really having a Biospine system in every one of those homes with people that need it, and in every clinic and every hospital that deals with people with spinal cord injury. To add to that, in the past years, we really focused on the fact, we wanted to make a technology that could be taken outside the research laboratory. There is no point in having something that is amazing but doesn't get out. And at the same time, we really wanted to make it user-friendly. So, you don't need big expertise. You can set it up even if you're a carer or a family member. So, our vision is really getting Biospine out there and give it to people that need it. Thanks. Next.
What you know about living on the top? Penthouse suites, looking down on the ops. Took her for a test drive, left them on the lot. Time is money, so I spend it on a watch. Hold on, little titty showing through the white tee. You can see the thong busting on my tight jeans. Okay, rocks on my fingers like a nigga wife.
Look around you. 3 in 4 of us will face trauma, and the odds are even higher for those in high-risk industries. Good evening, everyone. I'm Dr. Beune, a clinical psychologist of 15 years of experience. Tonight, I want to invite you to reimagine the future of trauma care with Beune. This is when neuroscience, gaming, psychology converge. Meet John. John is a police officer, haunted by nightmares, flashbacks, volatile outbursts. Despite his service, he is caged by a lack of timely support. Trauma creates vivid sensory hotspots within our brain. Not words, not emotion, but the sights, the sounds, the motion, the smell. These sensory hotspots then lead to intrusive memories, nightmares. They are core feature of PTSD. Without early intervention, the repercussions extend beyond the individual. Now, imagine delivering a cognitive therapeutic vaccine, not via a needle, but through a mobile game, targeting those critical windows when trauma memories are most malleable to disruption. EMDR, eye movement desensitization and reprocessing therapy, is a gold standard evidence-based treatment. But it's often delivered in the therapist's office via clunky expensive equipment. At Beune, we have distilled the core of EMDR into multi-sensory game mechanics that's available on the mobile device. This isn't gamification. Our approach taps the brain's visual spatial system, disrupts trauma memory consolidation, reducing its impact, thereby facilitating trauma processing. Beune combines intuitive gaming with AI-enhanced customization to personalize care to our users for quick emotion and nervous system regulation. And this is key for maintaining peak performance for people in high-risk industry. Unlike most trauma treatments out there, they rely on talking therapies that don't align with how trauma imprints neurologically. Beune offers immediate post-trauma care, easy access, enhanced engagement, and it destigmatizes mental health. Since launching our MVP, we have received glowing reviews from professionals in high-stress environments. We operate on a B2B business model, targeting the needs of workers in high-risk industries while building long-term resilience. Over the next 24 months, we have exciting roadmaps. We're going to launch, we're going to conduct clinical research, beta testing, and then we'll be ready to launch in key markets. Our team comprises clinical expertise with technological and creative innovation. We are also supported by a robust advisory group. Tonight, we're asking for visionary angel and pre-seed investors, as well as strategic partners who are passionate about transforming trauma care. Together, we can change lives, one game, one mind at a time. Thank you.
Hi, B. Well done. Pardon me. You mentioned a B2B2C approach with healthcare providers. What services are you offering healthcare providers?
So we are offering actually services, a step care approach to businesses. And the first level of support is actually a preventative self-service model where we are building resilience as well as promoting proactive emotion regulation. We also have screening and diagnostic tool within the platform to screen for trauma risk. For the post-trauma interventions, we're going to look at self-administered EMDR protocols using Beune technology. And for those who need further support, we'll provide access to and referral to licensed mental health professionals. This is unlike any platform that has been in the market. So this is the first PTSD platform that will look at prevention. And we believe that by focusing on prevention, we can create a healthier and more resilient workforce. Thank you, Siva. Thank you.
Let's get wild tonight. Turn the fuck up, we going out tonight. I've been waiting all my life. Every time I go out, I think I found my wife. I can't help but turn down the lights.
My name's John Cook, and I'm a medical doctor. And I want to start this pitch with the idea that I've got some good news and I've got some bad news. And I'm going to start with the bad news. And the bad news is that I want to draw your attention to a horrific problem that we seem not to see. 44,000 people die from cardiovascular disease, that's heart attack, stroke and some other events, kidney disease and so on. 44,000 people. That's the population of Coffs Harbour dying in 1 year. That's a car accident, a fatal car accident every 10 minutes. It is a monumental problem. It seems unbelievable. So let's swing the attention around to you. Let's think about what the statistics tell us about this room of 250 people. 30% of you in this room will have a diagnosable cardiovascular disease. Think about it. And you may or may not know. In fact, a lot of you will not know that because either you haven't been tested to see whether you have it, or you will have had a screening test done. A screening test called cardiovascular risk, I think it's Australian cardiovascular risk. That's a blunt instrument. It's so blunt, it's no better than a flip of the coin. Which one of you is going to be a Cough Harbour victim? Australia spends truckloads of money on cardiovascular disease. 20 billion, maybe a whole lot more if the reality of the economic situation is realised. Okay, let's move to the good news. This is unnecessary. It's predictable and it's preventable. The current screening testing is not fit for purpose. We need a better screening tool. Guess what? Cardiaction is that better screening tool. And why is it better? Is because it can be used anywhere, anytime, on anybody. The 3A is essential for screening, for mass screening. And what's more, it doesn't require a blood test. No blood tests required. Why is it so much more effective? Why is it 80% catch rate for people with cardiovascular risk? It is because we attend to the root cause, inflammation. So, we can say we have tested First Nation peoples. Yes, we've tested in pharmacies. Yes, we've tested in medical practices. Yes, we've tested someone on the street who got caught for a test. Yes, we have tested in gymnasiums. And what's the outcome of that? Well, the outcome of that is we are a large insurer, health insurer in New Zealand's preferred cardiovascular risk manager. We have 30 stores distributing cardiovascular risk management with the opportunity and progressing to 350 pharmacies. We're a small team, and dare I say, something like 170 years experience in engineering, in IT, in AI, in medicine, you name it, we've been through it all. So why am I up here pitching? Why am I pitching to you? And I'm pitching to you because we are wanting to partner with someone who has, or some people who have, the same passionate vision about trying to solve one of the hardest problems in the world, certainly one of the largest health problems in the world. We want somebody with a social conscience to put their shoulder to the wheel to help us through this. And when it comes a time to take our scalable, groundbreaking, world first discovery to the world, they will be there to help us up. So with Cardiaction, let's keep those hearts pumping. Thank you.
Well done, John. That was great. I must say too, I've definitely enjoyed working with you and the team over the last few months. It's been amazing to see the refinement in your product and where we're at today compared to the first conversation that we had in our 2-minute speed dating. I think it'd be really good to understand a little bit more detail in terms of how you generate revenue across the 3 different commercial verticals that you've identified throughout the pitch.
Sure, Nick, and thank you for your mentoring. So look, we're a SaaS, we're a B2B, and with an IRR of 15%, we're not complicated. It is as simple as that. Thank you.
Thanks, John.
Thank you very much.
Sim Simmer, who got the keys to my blood clot bimmer? Big time driller, monkey to gorilla. Who is this woman that I'm seeing in the mirror? Drink 42 and smoke cigar.
Hi, I'm Craig from Omami, and we're here to spice up the nutrition industry. See, our journey begins with my wonderful wife and clinical nutritionist, Ellie. To set the scene, we were living in France last year, both working from our Airbnb. And one day, noticeably upset, Ellie turned to me and said, there just has to be a better way to plan nutrition for my clients. See, Ellie was already using the best software on the market and still losing valuable hours every single day she simply couldn't charge for. And sadly, she's not alone. We've spoken with over 100 health professionals, and every single one has suffered from inefficient nutrition software. The simple things from having to alter all the different recipes to meet nutritional needs, and all the different clunky things they have to do for clinic and clinician, and all this resulting in unnecessary hours, failed nutrition outcomes, unhappy clients, and lost revenue. Well, that was until we launched Omami late last year. Finally, a nutrition platform that works wonders for clinicians and their clients. Our content is all created in-house. The delicious content you see here, all done by Ellie, who combines her passions for nutrition and cooking. And our professionals get a database full of fresh and functional recipes and a suite of intuitive nutrition tools, resources, and templates that all streamline their nutrition planning, and they get access to new revenue streams. Their clients get a branded, personalized nutrition experience that works beautifully on all devices. Altogether, this results in dramatically speeding up the time it takes to nutrition plan, increased nutrition results, and better nutrition and better revenue, which leads us on our path to profit. Our monthly memberships sit at $70, and there's 30,000 nutrition professionals in Australia alone, of which we only need to capture 2% to break even, but we're hungry for more. See, our B2B platform is just the first course. From here, we bite off our B2B2C, where clients, after their initial consultations, stay on and continue to utilize Omami on a monthly subscription. We split this revenue with the initial clinic, and we facilitate ongoing checkups for client retention and boosted revenue. And then we're ready for our final course, direct to consumer. Now, anyone seeking better nutrition can do so with Omami. And they've got plenty of recipes right at their fingertips and a complete suite of tools to conquer their weekly plan. This makes Omami the only nutrition platform worldwide that has developed a top-down and bottom-up approach, extracting value at every milestone. And as you can see, we've got the market to match our aspirations, just estimated at 10 billion worldwide, and we're also the perfect team to solve this global problem. We all know Ellie, and then Matt and myself have been working together for the last 7 years to develop all different sorts of products in fintech, AI, social impact, and beyond. And we bring our unique skill set to an industry that has been starved of innovation. So, nutrition professionals, I'd love to chat with you tonight And any investors in the room? We'll be opening up a round soon, so please connect. Thank you all. I hope I've left you hungry for more. Thank you.
Amazing, Craig. Well done.
Cheers, mate.
I remember our first conversation that, the thing that you guys struggled to understand was the actual size of the opportunity. So, the last few months, it's been amazing to see now that you're looking at this global platform that's ready to take on the world. The question that I had for you guys, and something that was a challenge that I saw, right at the start, is how you scale up the number of recipes that are in your platform, and how you, continue to kind of feed the hungry clients that are coming in on the other side of the practitioners. So I'd love to understand a little bit more about your strategy on how you see, scaling up the recipes in the platform.
Yes, certainly. And thank you, Nick. It's definitely come a long way, and it's all thanks to our mentors here. So, so we've got a two-sided approach for that. On one side, we work with recipe and cooking creators and leverage social media to pump that out and to create more awareness and acquisition through those channels. And then on the other side, we work with specialized nutritionists for particular conditions, everything from diabetes through to bariatric surgery, and we've got pediatric and even fitness professionals that we're working with in the pipeline too. So that's how we're going to deliver fresh and functional content to the platform. Wonderful. Thank you all. Cheers.
Hello, everyone. So grateful to be here today to share with you all how STAT is going to put hundreds of millions of dollars back into healthcare from a brand new funding source designed to fuel healthcare innovation. And I know what you might be thinking, where's this money coming from? My name's Chris. I'm a pharmacist and co-founder of STAT, and together with my friends, our experience in healthcare marketing, building practitioner networks, and building software for millions of users and billion-dollar tech companies, we understand that the pathway to a better healthcare future for everyone starts from first disrupting, fixing, then harnessing the value of a side market in healthcare, and that is healthcare sales and engagement. Now, it's been the same way for the last 50 years, with pharma, medtech, government, and startups sending reps around all over the globe to try to interact with practitioners, wasting billions of dollars to get the same response. Sorry, can't talk, I'm too busy. But thank you so much for the coffee. Always appreciate that. So what we're doing is creating a brand new channel that harnesses this waste by providing meaningful incentives for practitioners to want to interact with organizations, to want to help, and feel empowered to actually drive healthcare innovation. And the way it works is simple. Think of STAT like a 24/7 digital medical conference, a place where any type of practitioner, any type of organization can connect and share knowledge. We charge the organizations for the time they spend with practitioners, just like patients would, and then we use these fees to create new revenue streams for the practitioner and a brand new funding source for patients that can be drawn on to reduce out-of-pocket costs. And our industry partners, well, they now get instant access to qualified practitioner leads. What used to take months takes minutes. We cut their engagement costs in half, and through innovative AI tools, the ability to get data and insights about their interactions that they've never had access to before. Now imagine you're a health tech startup who's got instant access to real-time information from practitioner consultants as you are building. Or if your big pharma brand is now known for the millions of dollars they put back into the community, helping everyone afford care, even their own people. And STAT, well, we cover all the compliance required for all of this to take place simply, securely, and globally. So where's the money coming from? STAT is free for practitioners, it's free for the community. We charge our industry partners for the time they spend with practitioners. But our vision is to be the largest and best global source for practitioner to industry engagement data, understanding that the value of this can help people across the globe get the best healthcare and drive healthcare innovation. So we've got a major pilot starting soon with general practice. We've got hundreds of practitioners, some huge multinational companies on board, and some amazing health tech startups. I hope a few more in the cohort here as well. And from that, success will mean we can get thousands more practitioners from our pipeline and potentially millions in revenue to help people. So we're asking for 500K. We're looking to raise a small funding round to grow our users, our team, and our technology stack in the short term, all in preparation to take STAT across the globe to really increase the impact we have. So if you want to jump on board, if you want to join us, if you want to connect for health, like we say, then please scan the QR code and come have a chat, because together we can create a better healthcare future for absolutely everybody.
Chris, great work. Well, I remember when we first had our first conversation, our first 2-minute meet and greet, and I had to spend a few minutes after the session talking to you about your model, trying to understand it in a little bit more detail. So to be able to deliver it like this in a 3-minute pitch and really unlock and demonstrate the size of the opportunity and the problem that you're trying to solve so clearly has been fantastic. And the growth and traction that you've already had in the platform throughout the last few months is also fantastic, so well done.
Appreciate that.
One thing that would be great to understand in a little bit more detail from one of your earlier slides is who the types of industry partners or customers are that would actually benefit from accessing the practitioners on your platform.
Yeah, for sure. So we work with the whole spectrum of, healthcare organizations. So on the bottom end, the lower end of the market is probably your startups, the companies that really don't have the budgets to put the teams of reps around to get access to practitioners. So we give them an easy way to get those connections. We're also working with the top end of the market. So that's your pharma, your med tech, also their distribution partners. So the people that provide teams of reps to help get their products in the market, but also working with government healthcare organizations. So things like primary health networks and local health districts, because they spend a lot of money, again, trying to support primary care and not quite getting the access. And I guess each part wants different things from STAT. So for instance, your startups, they might really want to be getting access to test a new UI or test a new feature they're using. And that can really speed innovation along for them. Where the top end of the market, they really want access to hard to reach practitioners. So this is where we work a lot with regional and remote. If you work 100K outside the city and you're a practitioner, you don't get training opportunities. Reps don't come out to see you. You don't get the consulting opportunities. And with our work with primary health networks, being able to support regional remote to be part of innovation is something massive. And our job is really just to ensure that we collect that value and make sure that value creates impact for them, their patients, and all of healthcare.
Thank you.
Mate, that was amazing. Well done. So good. Hey. Modern life is a broken promise. All this technology and convenience was supposed to make us happier, less stressed, and feel more connected. And I think we've gone the opposite direction. How many people do you know that genuinely feel that way? Happier, less stressed, more connected? And the numbers tend to agree. Globally, the cost of poor mental well-being has blown past $1 trillion. And people everywhere are looking for something to help, to feel better, to feel more human. And so it's no wonder that the market for personal improvement is expected to double by 2032 to $82 billion. I've been thinking about this for a long time, almost 15 years in many capacities. And what I've learned about this is that, yeah, being human, it's really hard. It's hard to know what actually works for you. And it's hard to keep to those habits once you figure out what they are. It's hard to find people that have been through what you've been through that you can learn from. And not only that, it's hard to know what are you going to need in the future as you go through different stages of life, because you absolutely will. There are some good products on the market already that have made huge inroads into this. Products that have had really shaped what that market is. But they all suffer from the same problem. They're generic, and they don't feel like they're made for you. They don't understand you. It's a lot of Harry Styles reading you to sleep at night, not a lot of personalization. My wife still loves it. So we decided that you needed to change, and we built Dala. Dala empowers everybody, no matter who you are, to figure out what it is that you need to build a mental and emotional strength, have the best experience of your life. Dala is the mental and emotional strength partner in your pocket. It understands what makes you tick, what are the things that you're doing that has the biggest impact on your well-being, and over time, based upon your own data that you tell it, how you talk to Dala, but also integrations from HealthKit, fitness trackers, and calendars, builds a complete picture as to who you are. What is your life like, and what do you need? With that, and our extensive growing resource library of evidence-based tools, activities, and moments, and our circles, groups that you can join for people going through experiences like you, new parents, for instance, we can build a picture not just of you now, but into the future. Will, the last time it rained this much and you walked this little, you started feeling really lousy. Let's build a new habit to get on top of that before things start going awry. Or 6 months into having a baby, you're not going to get a lot of sleep. So let's maximize what you do get with a pre-bed routine made just for you. Building something like this takes a really unique team, and we have that. Together, we've built some of Australia's most awarded digital products and most innovative mental health programs. And we put that expertise into ensuring this product is really designed for the people that it wants to help and fits the market. Collectively, over our pilots and 2 university studies, we've had more than 10,000 people use our prototypes. And all of that has worked towards something that I'm tremendously excited about, a little bit terrified about, which is that we launch next month. And we're launching on a B2B2C model. We're targeting medium and large businesses, fitness collectives, gyms, and groups on a really simple subscription basis, with discounts for large teams and organizations. And it doesn't just stop there. We have a really exciting roadmap over the next few years. A roadmap that takes us not just into the future of what our prediction engine can do, but who we can partner with to grow that scale and that impact. And the thing is, it is a $1 trillion problem we're trying to solve. It is a broken promise for society that we want to renew. And if you're like us, if you believe that that promise should be renewed, if you believe that $1 trillion problems can be solved, we would love to work with you. The next generation of mental health and wellbeing apps has to start now. If that's you, please join our circle. Thank you so much, and be well. Sylvia.
Hi, Will.
Hello.
Well done. I will be honest with you. There's a million apps for mental health out there, and when we started the coaching, I was very skeptical, as you can imagine. Then the product did blow me away.
Thank you.
Now, my question for you is, why do you think you are the team with this product that can, blow the world of mental health wide open?
Yeah, it's a great question, and I appreciate the honesty. You've been a blazingly honest mentor, and we really appreciate that. And thank you. We're very proud of the product, and it has to be something unique. This is a huge market, and it's already got some major players that have had huge success. I don't want to say to dethrone them, but to play in that space, we have to do something different, and that takes a unique team. Actually, the initial funding we received $200,000 from Ignite Ideas, and then we matched that by 2 angel investors. And they invested not on progress, but in the team that we have. And that includes Fida Adra, who is here, who has been a health executive probably about half as long as I've been alive, who has acquitted more than $25 million in government grants and built the Vitality Village on the Sunshine Coast, a collective of health startups. She understands how to build and grow businesses. Ben Johnston, who is our other co-founder, he's the founder of Joseph Mark, incredibly well regarded in the digital design sector, and their product, We Are Hunted, was acquired by Twitter some years ago. And there's myself. I'm an alumni of the Obama Foundation Leaders Program, the World Economic Forum, Global Shapers, and I've been building behavior change models for, 15 years. All of this combined with Dr. Priyanka, who you can actually hear in the app. We don't just have that expertise, but this is a product built by 2 studios coming together. Both of us have built things before, and we have teams behind us. I guess in short, this ain't our first rodeo, and we've also done the legwork behind it, working with universities, with companies that have piloted this to tell us what does this need to be. It is a big challenge. There are people in the space, but somebody's got to do it.
I believe in you.
We're happy for your investment if that's an opportunity. Thank you so much. Hey. Oh, no.
What you know about living on the top? Penthouse penthouse suites, looking down on the ops. Took her for a test drive, left them on the lot. Time is money, so I spend it on a watch. Hold on, little T showing through the white tee.
Hi everyone, I'm Glenn, CEO and founder of Ipsium. We're transforming the diabetes landscape for individuals living with complex chronic conditions. With over 300 Australians diagnosed with diabetes each day, the global cost of diabetes-related healthcare is staggering, exceeding $412 billion in the US each year alone. Managing diabetes is hard work. Managing diabetes, together with other chronic conditions, is extremely challenging. I know from experience. And look, it's made harder when my expert team of clinicians are forced to work in silos. It then becomes up to me as a patient to ensure that my healthcare needs are communicated effectively across my entire treatment team. As a healthcare professional, I only want the best outcomes for my patients. And there's only so much knowledge and support that I can provide during every consultation. So let me ask you a question. If one of your family members had diabetes, wouldn't you want them to have the best access and have access to the best healthcare tools available? A little bit early there. So that's where we come in. We built a tool that enables real-time collaboration across your entire treatment team, predicts patient health literacy, and develops patient competence and confidence with their treatment plans. Our technologies demonstrate significant value for our customers by unlocking additional resources, increasing caseload capacities, removing costly wait lists. Our low-cost, highly scalable business model and unique customer acquisition strategy allows us to leverage our customers' existing client base for rapid market penetration. With an initial focus on type 2 diabetes within Australia, our unique solution has application across the global chronic disease market. Our aim is to capture 1% of the Australian market for diabetes management, which is worth about $30 million over the next 3 years. And we've had fantastic success so far. 81% satisfaction rate from our platform users. We've had $2.25 million of capital raised already. We've had an invitation to partner with an FDA-approved wound care device manufacturer in North America. We've got a solid partner network, including 250 motivated investors and supporters of Ipsium right here in the audience tonight. So thank you. Look, Ipsium are primed for success with 4 key milestones on our horizon. Over the next 18 months, we'll enrol 300 new customers and recruit strategic hires in marketing, sales and finance, which will support 150,000 diabetics onboarded onto the platform. It'll give us the capacity to enhance platform automations and integrations even further. Our multifaceted solution supports clinicians who want to improve patient outcomes and provide patients with confidence with the management of their care plan. By equipping clinicians with the tools required to provide real-time collaborative care, we predict health literacy, we enhance self-efficacy, and we can validate clinical outcomes, which sets us apart from our competitors. My 30-year lived experience as a diabetic and a healthcare professional, together with Camille and Verinda's combined 45 years expertise, developing and commercialising innovative healthcare technologies all around the world, it helps to drive our passion and purpose for transforming the diabetes landscape. We're actively seeking industry partners and talking with investors interested in joining our pre-Series A round. So if our mission resonates with you, connect with me after tonight's final presentation, and with your help, we can transform the diabetes management landscape together. Thank you.
Turn the body out. I'm about to wreck your body as they turn the
I don't want to compete with the music. Well done, Glenn. We've had some lengthy conversations, and from the start, I was very impressed with your background as a healthcare professional and lived experience around diabetes, which really informed the creation of this product. Could you share with us a little bit more about product features and how they help clinicians and patients?
Yeah, thanks, Sylvia, and thanks for your input over the last 3 months. It's been fantastic. So we built an end-to-end solution. We have a chronic disease management tool, which is helps patients understand what they know about their disease. Also tells us about how good they are at managing it. That then informs clinicians who are able to look it through our dashboard and make the informed decisions around what their risk factors are. But we're also providing a score, a clinical outcome score for chronic disease management. And we also looked at their optimum treatment guidelines, which aren't currently scored as well. So the feature set then, we've got learning management, which is linked in to the outcomes of their CDMIQ assessment. All of this is automated. And we then give the patient the opportunity to set their own goals, which they can then share with their entire treatment team. So we're giving control back to the patient.
Well done. Finally, a solution for multidisciplinary care.
Yeah, look, the benefit of this is that we can push through a notification in real time. So if a patient walks into the doctor's clinic, they can go, these are the barriers that I'm working on at the moment, these are the goals, these are the solutions. Their exercise physiologist gets the same thing, their endocrinologist gets the same information. They may not look at it, but it's certainly there for them, and that information is updated live in real time. So that everybody in the entire treatment team gets to come together and help support the patient. Thank you.
I'm about to wreck your body as they turn the party out. I'm about to wreck your body as they turn the party out.
Here we come, y'all. Here we come. Here we come, y'all. Here we come. Here we come.
Hello, my name is Eda from Harmonic. Did you know that 10 years ago, just 9% of office workers worked in remote and hybrid teams? Fast forward to today, that number is 58%. And looking ahead, experts predict this number to grow to 90% in the next 10 years. Remote work is our reality. It's the new way of work, and it requires a new approach for how we work together. Remote work has a host of benefits. It improves productivity, work-life balance, and it reduces costs. However, we are not equipped to handle the downsides. Reports show that 50% of remote workers feel lonely, teams are more disconnected than ever, and managers are struggling to engage their teams. There is one area that most remote teams struggle with, and that is building cohesion and connectedness, a sense of togetherness. And that is why Harmonic was created. Harmonic builds cohesion and connectedness in remote teams. We turn remote managers into strategic, impactful leaders, and remote teams into thriving communities. How does it work? It's simple. We generate playbooks that capture employee work style, interests, and values, a holistic way to understand your people. This unlocks a suite of features, weekly insights that build your self-awareness and the awareness of the people that you're working with, an onboarding tool that makes sure new hires feel part of the team from day one, and a dashboard for managers to be able to see the visibility of their team and understand the diversity of their team work styles, and lenses where you can compare any two employees and understand their work dynamic. But then this data feeds into our Harmonic's AI, so you can ask any question about a workplace scenario with a particular employee, and you'll get answered tailored to the employee that you're working with, like a private coach who knows your entire team in great detail. So if you're looking to strengthen team dynamics, empower your people, and support your managers, Harmonic is the tool for you. Over the past 6 months, we've onboarded 14 pilot teams, we've built 8 partnerships with HR consultants, and in very exciting news, we are launching in 5 days. Our competitor landscape is more of a partnership wonderland. We have built a product that is very unique and it enriches what major HR platforms are currently offering, and this is how we plan to grow in 2025. This is my team. Jay, myself, and Cam have decades of experience building products with backgrounds in behavioral science, psychology, and technology. My ask tonight is for introductions to remote team managers and people and culture leaders. I'd also love to speak with aligned investors who are passionate about building the future of remote work. If you want to know more, head to the website, heyharmonic.com, look out for the website, and have a great night.
That was great, Edda. I'm not sure if there's a Best Dressed award for tonight, but I think you might take it out.
Thank you.
It's been great to work with you over the last few months and watch the product evolve. In particular, I mean, this looks even better than it did a week ago when I saw it. So really excited for your launch in the next 5 days. And it's been great to be someone in your corner saying, just go for it and launch the product and let's see what the market says. So I'm really excited for that. The question that I have for you is around competitors in this space, and it'd be really great to understand a little bit more about who are your competitors and how you go about tackling the market.
Yeah, for sure. I'll answer it in two parts. So firstly, around competition for budget. So the HR platforms that I mentioned on our partnership channel, like the Culture Amps, the Employment Heroes, Ripplings, those end-to-end HR platforms, they are competing for budget. We're all competing for a slice of that HR budget. However, when it comes to features in the product, we're distinctly different. We don't do what they do, and they don't do what we do. So we naturally become a really great, like a complementary partnership. In terms of benefit, like who is out there creating benefit like we are to remote teams? At the moment, like there's a company called Donut, which helps bring remote teams together, and a company called Gather, which is like a virtual HQ. But again, the products are quite different, so we're sort of all approaching it from a different perspective. I'd say that's kind of encapsulates our competitors.
It's exciting, and good luck for the launch.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'd like to begin by asking everyone an important question. How often do we hear, how did we miss the signs? Well, often the signs were there in plain sight, but we were just too busy to notice. But it doesn't have to be that way. Now, every founder's journey starts with an inspiration, and mine was my niece who has Down syndrome and was being severely cyberbullied. But my niece is not alone. Currently, 2 out of 3 youth are experiencing cyberbullying. 1 out of 3 is suffering high mental distress. And there's been a surge in self-harm with over a 70% increase. But why aren't we noticing the signs? Well, the answer is pretty simple when we think about it. Schools and parents often lack the time and the engagement knowledge to have proper conversations. And that's where ChatStat comes in. ChatStat bridges the gap and is able to determine what's harmless banter and what's harmful content. Okay. So how does that work? ChatStat's AI platform scans for new social media posts coming in. Whenever we notice new content, we quickly analyze that content for at-risk behavior. Then, if we notice the at-risk behavior, we send an alert as well as engagement advice so early intervention can occur. Now, what we've noticed are significant improvements through using our platform. Through early engagement equals happier lives and better outcomes. With one of our partners that we've engaged with, over the past 12 months, we've noticed significant improvement. They're having
16% of their students having to go through to counseling prior to using ChatStat. After introducing us, that number decreased to 9%, indicating a 45% improvement in health outcomes. We started in September 2022 when I was doing my PhD at UQ. We started developing our algorithm. Since then, we've worked with thousands of parents, dozens of schools, and most recently we've started working with health insurance providers as well. And that is only due to increase exponentially as we move into the North American market later this year. We're proudly supported financially through the Queensland government, as well as receiving investment from the University of Queensland, and we've been working with a number of providers, such as Safe on Social, and other organizations that have helped us along this journey. Our team is composed of myself, who has decades of experience in B2B SaaS sales, as well as being the former sales director of a tech unicorn, and my co-founder, Jerry Ting, who has half a dozen years of experience in AI tech development with leading companies. And we're also supported by a strong team of workers, interns, and advisors. Now, ChatStat is an opportunity for positive change for millions of youth. We have a B2B SaaS focus on youth mental health software, which represents a $42 billion total addressable market opportunity and a $310 million opportunity in Australia's for our serviceable obtainable market. Now, our main focus is on B2B SaaS, but we also have a B2C component as well. We work with a number of different providers. Those include health insurers, who see us as having a way to have fewer members requiring long-term care, schools, who use us for being able to protect their brand image, as well as their students, and parents themselves, who use us for being able to protect the privacy of their children, as well as the safety. Our ask to you is for the investors that are here, we'd love to speak with you as we look to accelerate our growth in the next 6 months, and we'd be looking to do this partially through investment through you. We also look to speak with any of the health professionals who may be here and work with you through potential health initiatives that you might be rolling out in mental health. And for all the parents here, please come speak with us. We'd love for you to join our advisory board and get to know you and the situations that you're dealing with. We now ask all of you to please help us safeguard our future. Please join with us on this journey. Thank you very much for your time, and I look forward to speaking to you all again later tonight. Thank you.
Well done, mate. Great pitch.
Thank you, Tim.
I love this. The first time you ever told me about it. I got 2 kids. The idea of social media and bullying scares the hell out of me, so good on you for going out and solving it. When you were talking about your model, you said your focus is on B2B. You got the schools, and I know you've already caught the attention of some schools on the Gold Coast, and you've got your B2C with the parents. So do you see that focus changing in the future? Do you think schools are going to be the key here, or are the parents going to come through later on?
Thank you for that question, Tim. That's a great answer, or great question, and it's been great working with you. Now, our primary focus is on B2B SaaS, so working with the health insurance providers, working with the schools. We really see that as our long-term focus, but the B2C component actually, we found, helps to increase the B2B component. So the parents who are using us then recommend us to the schools and are able to generate growth in that sector. Meanwhile, we also get a lot of, there's also a large opportunity for us for the health insurance providers who are putting us through to their members, for us to then be able to upsell those members who are using our service. So we actually really find that the 2 components of what we're doing work synergistically to help provide better opportunities for us and provide better outcomes for the children.
Great, mate. Well done.
Thank you.
Oh, nearly made it. Hi, everyone. Hope you're all having a bloody good night. My name's Thor, CEO and co-founder of Bloody Good Tests. The world of preventative health. It's bloody confusing, and it's fragmented. Information we receive, there's a lot of it out there, but we often get conflicting advice and often rely on Dr. Google to help us out. Not only that, the care we receive is disconnected. Our health data is sitting on multiple platforms, and there's really no personalization involved, and it's a very reactive environment as opposed to a proactive one. And when we do receive some information, it's a little bit complicated, where even some doctors might struggle to understand this. This leaves a lot of people worried, not really understanding where to start, what to do with their health. So where do you start? With a bloody good test. We simply, on our website, purchase a test, whether it's a thyroid test, testosterone, men's health check, or really any other type of blood test that you want. Purchase that privately through us without needing to go to a GP, and simply afterwards receive a referral electronically to take to one of our 2,000 pathology providers throughout Australia. Once your bloods have been given, you get your results. Pretty straightforward. We definitely don't deliver them that way, but instead on our Bloody Good platform, where the insights that are generated make sense to you as a consumer, but also over time, as you get more and more data, have more tests, and go on through your life, you'll be able to understand more of what else is going well and what maybe is not going so well. Our business model is very straightforward. We sell a blood test, and we add a commission, a 20 to 30% margin on top of that. But what we found throughout this journey is that practitioners, health practitioners, allied health practitioners, such as even exercise scientists, physios even, they struggle with providing this type of service to their customers. So we built out a practitioner portal where a practitioner can order a customized blood test to the needs of their clients and review those results, and essentially removing all barriers in this space of preventive health. The business model there is also very straightforward. It's a freemium model, charging $70 per month, as well as adding a 10% fee on every test. We offer the practitioners a wholesale price, and they can add whatever margins they want to expand their service and their revenue. Over the last couple months, we've had significant traction where we've signed over 270 practitioners to our waiting list. Every practitioner sells approximately 3, but up to 35 tests per week. It's a bloody large amount of tests. So at the smallest point, that gives us about a $13.5 million pipeline. More excitingly, well, another exciting for me, is the fact that we're bringing on Defeat Diabetes as our first B2B client, who are offering HbA1c tests directly through their platform using our API. So their customers are staying and living in their platform and being able to provide that service that not only practitioners but themselves have struggled to do before. Bloody good team. Yes, we are. Myself, I've worked within clinical trials, sales, marketing, technology for the last 10 years. My co-founder, Beune, over 20 years working with product and development at companies such as Twitter. We heard We Are Hunted before, as well as Linktree. And most recently, and very importantly to us, Matteo, our lead health practitioner, who has worked and lived in this space for the last 10 years, providing preventative health services to him and his customers. The market, as we see it, it's pretty big. Just in Australia, we're capturing $150 million worth of private blood testing to us. We're raising $350,000 to increase our sales and marketing channels, and execute on our partnership strategies, as well as build out our product pipeline. We already have $150,000 committed, so we're looking to fill the remaining with, hopefully, one of you out here. At Bloody Good Test, we believe that everyone deserves to live their healthiest possible life. And it all starts with a Bloody Good Test. So, Invest in bloody good tests, the bleeding edge of health innovation. Thank you.
Bloody good pitch, mate.
Thank
Bloody
you.
well done. That's the best company name ever. So well done. I loved working with you guys. Like the potential you have on your doorstep. Every time I spoke to you, there was some other big company or, you know, some amazing thing that was happening. So you've got a hell of a future ahead of you.
Thank you.
You talked about your B2B model with Defeat Diabetes. Can you expand on that? Like what does an organisation like Defeat Diabetes or similar, what do they get out of working with you?
Yeah, thanks for the question and your support. I guess I'd start the answer there by saying building health technology is bloody hard. I think all of us can agree with that. And if we can be a step in that process to help facilitate and speed that process up, that's fantastic. When it comes to someone like Defeat Diabetes, well, to build out the function, to build out the partnerships, understanding the data from all these different providers, the regulations behind it, dealing with that, takes a lot of time and effort. So instead, a client like that can immediately provide that service that they so much need. It starts with blood tests, but on the platform, picture it like a marketplace where different diagnostic services, whether it's blood testing, could be MRI, could be VO2 max, whatever sort of preventative health service that you would like to see, will plug in here. And on the other side, you have the practitioners, the software providers like Defeat Diabetes, and finally, the consumers who then benefit from this. So yeah, we have a lot to do here, but yeah, we're starting with a single drop of blood, so yeah. Thank you, everyone.
Mate. Thanks.
Sitting back with this mic in my hand, spitting hot shit, trying to see grand. Imprinted on my mind every minute. Make my plans and you always in it, y'all. Such a vibe.
It's tough going last, but I think it's made even harder when you go after a gentleman that's a Swedish giant whose real name is Thor. At Neox, we're in the business of getting more people moving more, so I'm going to ask you all a quick favour. I love audience participation. Everyone that can stand, please stand immediately. 3 air squats. If you are not standing, air presses. Let's go for it. Hit it now. Beautiful. That was also for me because I was so stiff in those chairs. You're almost there. The bar's not far away. As I mentioned, you can sit down. Thank you for asking permission. This is a great audience, very responsive. I'm here for it. That was definitely Timmy. Thank you. As I mentioned before, I'm the founder and CEO of Neox. My name is Dylan Gray. I'm a former professional athlete in the sport of rugby union with over a decade of experience across technology, consulting, and private equity. Wearables have been the #1 health and fitness trend globally for the last 3 years running. One more little bit of audience participation. I promise I'll leave you alone after that. Can I get a show of hands for anyone that's ever owned a wearable? Think Apple Watch, Fitbit, Garmin. There we go. Amazing. 1 in 2 North Americans between the ages of 15 and 65 currently own a smartwatch or a wearable device. The problem that we're solving across the health, fitness, wellness, and health insurance industry is that our clients want access to 24/7 rich behavioural and activity data. They want access to this data to drive elevated engagement and ultimately to generate revenue. The opportunity. At Neox, we've created a common interface, a B2B SaaS platform that connects this data seamlessly into the end user experience for our clients. The markets that we're playing in. I've already touched on that it's a multi-vertical opportunity. Some pretty incredible numbers up there, starting on the left with the global health and wellness industry at 4.2 trillion. Skipping over to the health insurance market with a very impressive $2.38 trillion value. How do we do what we do? It's a 3-pillared approach. The first pillar, we have competitors. That's simply the connection to the data. Our secret sauce lies in the next 2 pillars. Engagement, driven by our doctor of gamification on our team. And finally, machine learning and artificial intelligence driving deep insights, both for the consumer and for commercial. What does that look like? Real life solution. You'll see the Neox stack in point number 1 over on the left here. Number 2, no additional apps, seamlessly integrating into an existing user experience, an additional tab, if you will. Then prompting the user, detecting which wearable device they have, and syncing into the existing experience. A real-life, real client example of ours. Think leaderboards, badges, trophies, driven by wearables data, regardless of device. And for the Gen Zs out there, being able to social share and overlay templates, driving community. The competitor landscape. I touched before on the first pillar around integration and aggregation. We have competitors in this space, but to our knowledge, we are a first-to-market, end-to-end solution that provides the engagement, the gamification tools, and the insights. Traction. We currently have our go-to-market partner in the fastest-growing boutique health and fitness business in the Southern Hemisphere in Fitstop, a Queensland proudly born business. Number 2 on the Forbes Fast 100 last year in any category. We've got some incredible channel partner opportunities, a big focus for us, giving us access to over 50% of the market. And then the health insurance space. We've got a letter of intent with the health insurance giant NIB. How do we make money? It's a traditional SaaS monthly per user fee system. For our clients, they're getting access to data that they've never been able to see, giving them that, as we mentioned before, 24/7 rich behavioral and activity data for 50 cents to $2 per user per month, depending on the scale of the business. Our team's been there, done that. Wesley de Koning, my technical founder of the business, built the predictive analytics to broadcast for the Tour de France and a whole gamut of other international scale projects. Some pretty exciting brands that you'll see at the bottom there across our team. Dr. Nick, our Doctor of Gamification, a big part of our secret sauce. And then we've also got Daniel, our Senior Data Scientist, who does so many things that I do not understand. Our funding to date has enabled not only revenue, the completion of our MVP, our go-to-market. We've participated over the last 2 years in some incredible global marketing activities that has included opportunities for me to panel at some of the largest industry events in the world. And we've now got a pipeline that is larger than we can service. Our current funding position, we have a remaining allocation that is about to be live with Aussie Angels, and we're also going to be launching our seed round in September or October in line with some key milestones. If you wish to hear more about the Neox journey, please contact me, and then also the guys at Taurus if you'd like to talk investment. Thank you so much.
Most of my fitness trackers tell me to get off my ass and do something, but if I can combine that all into one, then I'm only getting yelled at once.
That's
awesome. Mate, it was really easy to mentor you. You've got such a strong product, such strong traction. You know, you guys you're already well ahead, so well done. Yeah, and well done on the pitch.
Thanks.
When you were talking about the seed round, you said there were some key milestones before you do it, because you're in a unique position. You're just closing one, and you've got a seed coming soon. So what are those milestones?
Yeah, so for us, it's really, I touched on the channel partners. That's a really important part for us. The approach over the last 18 months has been dealing with tier 1 organizations, and it's been something that's led me to learn a lot about enterprise sales, which is something that I'm extremely grateful that I've had you there to mentor with me and to have some out-of-hours conversations where we can both curse about the things that we're both experiencing. So just a quick genuine thank you for the journey that I've had so far with you, and looking forward, mate, to staying in touch, and really appreciate your mentorship. But channel partners, it's for us, it's getting to the funnel opportunities. It's allowing us to scale much quicker, to take market share without having to do all the legwork. So that's a milestone for us. We want to sign one of those major channel partnerships. We've got some revenue targets in there as well. And then we want to sign our first health insurance vertical client. So yeah, sort of 2.5, if not 3 key milestones there that we'd like to achieve before we launch our seed round. Thank you so much. Cheers.
Wow, well, that marks the end of the pitches. You guys have all done such an incredible job, and I'm so proud of how far you've come. But I want to know what you guys think. Now, we're opening the voting for the fans' favourite award. So I'd like you to get your phone out, scan this QR code behind me, oh, that's a lot of phones, and we'll take a little break while we get all those votes in. In the meantime, I'd love to invite the cohort back up onto the stage behind me. No rush, that's all right. Well, yeah, try not to vote for yourself. They're all on their phone just going, ah. We have 3 awards tonight. So, as I just mentioned, we have the Fans' Favourite Award, we have the LX Startup of the Year, and we also have the Pani Prize, but I'll get into that a bit later. Now, I'd love to welcome up Dren back up onto the stage to present the LX Startup of the Year Award.
All right.
Has everyone stopped voting now?
What an incredible job, everyone. Has everyone scanned it? So if there's more than 250, that means you've that's not going. All right. All right. So this prize is when they come in. Basically, we try to hopefully get them 3 times bigger than when they arrived by this day. And that startup has exceeded our expectation. You could probably see that in the pitch. It is very close to the others as well. But yeah, the award goes to the Blood Ego team. All right.
Congratulations, Thor and Ben and the team at Bloody Good Tests.
Right.
Wow, perfect.
Right.
Look at that shiny new award.
I'm not giving any more in its speech because I think you've exceeded the 3 minutes that you were allowed to do. So, kidding. All right.
All right. Now I'd love to introduce one of the mentors in the program, Klaus Bartosch. He has been in it for the past 2 years now, and we'd love to hear from him a little bit about his little mentor insight of the LuminaX program and how he's been going. He'll also be presenting the Fans' Favourite Award. Welcome to the stage.
Thank you. Good evening, all. How could anybody not be excited for the opportunity to mentor a group of founders like this, I ask you? That's the opportunity that I was offered and had the pleasure to be able to bring whatever expertise and or challenging questions, of which I know I asked a few, to these founders, and it was just an incredible privilege. HealthTech has a unique opportunity to transform the world. Healthcare is broken, and what these people are doing is fundamentally transforming and changing the way healthcare is going to be delivered, and I think that's just incredibly exciting. If any of you out there have experience and capability that you can bring to support the LX Health program and the next cohort of founders, I can't encourage you more to participate. It is an incredibly great experience. It's a wonderful team, an incredible program, and I think one of the best health tech accelerators in the country. So yeah, really appreciate it. Thank you all. Wonderful work. Now, one of the other privileges I get tonight is to hand out this extraordinary, wonderful trophy to the what's called the Fan Award. So basically all of you have chosen someone amongst these founders, and they're all incredible, as the winner tonight. And it gives me great, great pleasure to hand over the award to Biospine, Claudio. Well done, mate. Thank you so much. Well done. Thanks, guys. Thank you so much. Amazing. Beautiful.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Klaus. Oh, you want to say a little? Not yet. Now, please, well, thank you, Klaus. That was amazing for your insight. I would now like to invite Dr. Alan Parnham up to the stage. He has been such a fundamental person throughout this program and has supported us through all of our cohorts. So we thought, who else would be better to introduce the Pani Prize? The man himself, Dr. Alan Parnham. The mic's all yours.
Thank you very much. I have had the pleasure of being around here since this thing started. My partner, Beune, was in the first LuminaX alumni, and she dragged me along to the first pitch night, and I was sold. In fact, I was sold that I invested in one of the other companies that wasn't her, which didn't make me all that much. So anyway, we started with that, and I've been a mentor here ever since. I agree totally with Klaus. It is some of the best fun that you can have, being around really special people. So most of us live like boring lives. We don't put our lives on the line. We don't cancel parts of our lives. Whereas you guys, you actually do just that. You put your lives on the line. You invest tons of money. You don't know whether you're going to get $50 billion or bugger all. Most of you will probably end up with less money than you started with, but you'll have had a whole lot of fun, and none of you will die without knowing that you've actually had a go at it. And I really, really enjoy coming along and just chatting to these people, because they are really, really special people. And so I have invested. I actually did end up investing with Beune as well in the end, because I had to, because she's such a bully. But I have invested, and I have guaranteed that I would invest $100,000 each time, and it's each time, and I've invested just shy of about $1 million at the moment, if adding up in each of the different. It is, of course, going to make me about $20 million. So they keep telling me. So I'll shut up. I'll just, as I say, mentoring and actually being around this stuff, I feel I get a whole lot more out of it than I actually put in. I am a doctor in the local area. I do know lots of different ways to actually sneak into clinical trials, and I know a few people, and so can introduce different people to different things. I was really impressed with everybody. Guys, you're all done a brilliant job. I am very impressed with people like you guys. The prize has to go to just one person, though. And it's to Dylan.
Thanks, mate.
Do you want to say something?
Yeah, sure. I think the first thing I'll do is obviously thank Alan. Thanks for everything that you've done, the energy that you bring, and I can think everyone else, the founders around me, can say it's inspiring when you put into words the journey that we're on. So it is fairly brutal, as you've just described, and yeah, the conversations that we've had and that you've had with everyone else, it really has helped along the journey. So thank you, Alan. Just want to take the chance on behalf of the cohort to say to Georgia and Dren and the whole team at LuminaX, LX Health, at cohort in general, the Gold Coast tech scene is thriving and more people need to know about it. So yeah, just to the guys that have put in so much work, they're under-resourced, and you've witnessed tonight what their hard work is delivering. So. Thank you to the mentors and coaches. A personal thank you to my beautiful wife and my twin brother, who are massive supports of what I'm doing at Neox, and they're here tonight, so I just wanted to take that chance to do that. And then also to everyone that stands behind me. It's an incredibly inspiring crew. I had no idea what I was getting into, and I don't have to tell you all because you've just heard it, but there's some pretty special people behind me, all creating some incredible impact. So thanks to everyone who's come to support tonight. Cheers.
Congratulations, Dylan, and congratulations to all of you. You've now officially finished the program. Woo! Now that marks the end of the night. The bar is open. We have food trucks just about to be revealed behind you there. And we have and a DJ. So stay, drink, and have a chance to network and meet somebody new. You've all been an amazing audience, and we'll see you in 2025. Yeah, now we're going to do a group photo. So if everyone can get in close and tight. Not everyone. You guys can go get a drink, but...